Hello and welcome to another video for Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today, well, we're looking at something that is very old, is incredibly rare, and very, very difficult to find, especially complete like this is in the original box. We are looking at the 1967 release by Dinky Toys from their TV tie-in 1/64 scale die-cast replica model vehicles. And this particular one we're looking at today is from the popular sci-fi mini-series The Prisoner. And this is of the Mini-Moke vehicle that appeared in the TV series. Now, The Prisoner was a 1967 television spy drama, I would say. It starred Patrick McGoohan, who played Number 6, who was basically a British intelligence agent who was abducted and imprisoned in a mysterious coastal village after resigning from his position as a government spy. And basically, it's the whole TV series plots his attempts to try and escape from the village. Which he does finally achieve in the final episode. But it was just really one series, and it was 17 episodes. And each episode ran for about 50 minutes, something like that. And it was basically, the follow-up from Danger Man. McGoohan played Danger Man, 2 bouts of Danger Man. The first batch, and then it rested for a few years before returning for another 3 seasons, and at the end of that then they produced The Prisoner, which is basically, he was really the same character, but he had abruptly resigned his commission, and of course then was kidnapped and sent to this seaside resort, let's say. Anyway, on that seaside resort, they used these Mini-Moke vehicles to get around, and this is a miniature die-cast replica of one of those vehicles. So this is the box it comes in. As you can see, it says Dinky Toys, and it says The Prisoner Mini-Moke, and you can see an image of the actual vehicle on the front of the box. If I just turn the box to the side, it says Disney Toys, made in England, from ATV's new TV series The Prisoner, ATV Network 1967. And if I turn it back over to the back, you've got the same thing, Dinky Toys, The Prisoner, Mini-Moke. And if we go over to the opposite end, it's got Dinky Toys, and you've got a silhouette image of the model itself, and it says made in... Well, that's made in England, but in French, I think that is. Dinky Toys, number 106, The Prisoner Mini-Moke. Opening bonnet, removable canopy, and spare wheel cover, and an aerial. And those are the functions, and it's the same. Yeah, the other end is exactly the same. Dinky Toys, 106, The Prisoner Mini-Moke. Opening bonnet, removable canopy, and spare wheel cover, and the aerial. So that is the box. I'm just going to open the box, and it's got another Meccano product on the end of the flap there. And if I open that flap, it says on here, only Dinky Toys offer you so much for your money. There we go. And let's take out that magic vehicle. Okay, here we have the Mini-Moke itself. And what a lovely, lovely looking middle. Now I have to say that we bought this vehicle off of a collector, and it was one that he had since new. He had it in a display cabinet, and it had been there pretty much the whole time he'd had bought the vehicle. So the cabinet was closed, it was pretty much airtight, so the model never got dirty, dusty, was never played with, never really anything other than it was sitting on top of the box as a display piece. Okay, so let's just get some sizes of it, because it is a 1/64 scale. So if we measure from one end to the other, we're looking at 7.5 centimeters. That's with the spare wheel cover on. Now that spare wheel cover does actually come off, so we get to that in a moment. The width of the model, 3.5 centimeters. See that? And the height, so if we go from the lowest point, which is the wheel, to the highest point, which is the top of the canopy, we're looking at another 3.5 centimeters. So functionalities, like I say, that the wheel cover does actually come off. I was just going to take that off, but I don't really want to, so I don't want to damage it. And you see there's already a little bit of a split in the item there. I don't want to damage it. The canopy comes off, as you can see. It's just held in by those 4 little tabs there, and you've got the little tabs on the canopy itself which lock into place. And maybe that's it might be, yeah, so it's easier to remove that when the canopy is off. So as you can see, the wheel cover just comes off, and you can see the spare wheel just to the back there. There we go. So that is the spare wheel cover which has come off. Other functionalities you've got is the opening bonnet. So let's open the bonnet up. And there we go. And inside you can see the engine at the bottom there. So that's the functionality. Just close that bonnet back down. There you've got the steering wheel, 3 rolling wheels, and the windscreen. Number plate on there is Taxi, T-A-X-I, and Taxi on the back as well. So and then on bottom of the model it says Dinky Toys Meccano Limited, Austin Mini-Moke, made in England. Okay, let's just come out a little bit. So let me just make sure you see everything that I'm showing you here. So windscreen, bonnet which opens, engine inside, close the bonnet back down, the rear wheel and the cover, so we can pop the cover, just pop that back on. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky, you've got to get it underneath that joint there. So there we go, that's the spare wheel cover back on, and the canopy which just slots into those holes. There we go, it's all in, and that just pushes on and sits on top of the screen. There we go, and obviously you've got the functionality of the 3 rolling wheels, so the little model, you can zoom it along, and there we go, however you like. And there we have it. And of course you've got the aerial at the side there. The stickers on this are still very, very fresh. There's no bubbling or lifting of any of the stickers. They're all in absolutely pristine condition all round the model. There's no marks or anything, no chips or damage. Having said that, there's a little mark just on the front there, but that is it. Other than that, it is in pristine condition. As I say, it was never sold, it was never used or played with. It was literally spent its whole life in a display with a lot of other models, which we were fortunate enough to buy out from a retired gentleman who was moving abroad. Fortunately, we got the whole set. There was about 68 of his models that he collected over the years, all TV related. And we've done a deal, we managed to buy the lot. Okay, so how well did this particular model do back in the day? Well, yep, it's Dinky Toys. Dinky Toys were very big in the 1960s. It was just Dinky and Corgi. Those were the producers of all the die casts, depending on who had the license for what, depending on who produced it. And now, The Prisoner was obviously a very popular television show, straight off the back of Danger Man. Danger Man was obviously a very, very popular show as well. So, yeah, models like this, when they came out, they would have just sold, you know, very, very easy. I don't know the numbers in how many was produced, and I don't know how long the production ran for. I'm assuming it was just for the 67, 68 year, because there was only those 17 episodes made, and they didn't do another series. It was just that one series that was produced. It was a mini series. Originally it was only going to be 7 episodes, but they extended it to 17. So it only aired between the end of '67, beginning of '68. After that, that was it. There was a few reruns, I suppose, but the main hype of the program had then obviously gone. But it was a very popular show, and it did spawn some merchandise. There was quite a few books that were produced, and jigsaw puzzles, I think, and also the diecast models. And I'm pretty certain they would have all sold very well. Now, let's move forward 58 years. And here we are in 2025. Do these models come up very often on the platforms, I hear you ask? No, not that often. You do occasionally see them on the platforms. You see more reproduction boxes on the platforms than you do these actual models. I think I searched the platforms and I found, I think, 2 others that were complete, like this particular one, and in the original box, like this particular one. Although there was some damage to the boxes and there was some damage to the vehicles. So yes, they have come up, but I don't think they were they weren't in bad condition, but they weren't in fantastic condition. Like this one's almost mint. It's near mint condition. But they certainly weren't as good as this. And they were demanding very, very high money on the platform. So, and also, as I say, always be careful ordering on the platform, because some of the platforms use stock photographs, and if you and stock descriptions come to that. So if you're just looking at the home page and you don't realize that these items are not available new, that automatically goes to used, and if it says available used, you need to click that used link so you can read the description and maybe see the image of the actual item you're about to buy. Otherwise, you could be disappointed when it arrives and find that you've got a used item instead of new. So just be careful on the platforms if that's how you intend to buy your items. Or alternatively, you don't need all that rigmarole. You can come straight to us and Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles, where you'll be able to find this particular item, this Prisoner Mini-Moke vehicle, which is, as of today, currently available for purchase on the website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Dinky toys, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that this is something that you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful Dinky Mini-Moke vehicle from the Prisoner TV series. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.